Hi, welcome to Business Forward. This is Travis Markwood with the Lancaster Fairfield County Chamber of Commerce, and today we're broadcasting from Square 7 and Art and Clay in downtown Lancaster, right on Main Street. I'm here with the Director of Business Development, David Uhl. David, welcome to the show.
Travis, how you doing, man? Good.
David, I know we're obviously going to talk a lot about the coffee shop and what we do here at Art and Clay, but before we do so, let's talk about Fairfield DD as a whole and really what their purpose is and what they're doing throughout Fairfield County.
Sure. Well, Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities serves just about 1,200 people and their families across the county. And so that's a lot of folks. And as we serve those individuals, it's really 1,200 individual solutions, right? Individual communities that we're trying to build as we work with folks and help them discover their own personal genius. We believe that everyone has something to offer. Everyone has their own personal genius. And so it's our job to help folks figure out what that is and then to help them bring that into reality. With regard to our mission, we really exist to bring about a vibrant community where people lead fulfilling lives and make meaningful contributions. And we do that in a number of ways. And our social purpose enterprises are certainly one of those ways. We focus down here on a couple of things. A social purpose enterprise is really a business with a twist, right? And so there's the revenue generation aspect that every business is interested in, but the social purpose is just as much, if not more important for us. And so our social purpose here is that we employ and train folks who have disabilities for the purpose of either working here as a permanent employee or gaining some transferable knowledge and skills in the areas of retail and or restaurant so that they can go someplace else in the community and be successfully employed. Because for us, there's really a big push in the state to focus on employment.
Okay. Well, you mentioned a couple of different things that you focus on, and you do that at multiple facilities throughout the county. And you have locations in Pickerington and out on Coonpath. And let's talk about some of those facilities and what each of those do a little bit.
Sure, yeah, and it's interesting you talk about the locations because as we move forward, we're really trying to move from being location-based to being more community-based.
Sure.
And that's the goal, is to help folks get out into the community. We talk about being of the community and being of the community or in the community. And, we really want folks to find their place in the community and really contribute because, again, if it's true that everyone has their own personal genius, and it is, then then they have value and can contribute to the community to make it a better place to live.
Right.
But as we talk about some of the places, certainly Art and Clay Square 7 down here at 150 West Main Street. Our administrative offices are across Fedder's Run there on College Avenue, across from OUL. And our school, Forest Rose, is right there in front of it. We have an office in Pickerington, administrative offices there. As we look at the Pickerington area and how it's grown over the last decade, we're really finding that some of the folks that we serve up there, and particularly younger kids and families, that demographic's really expanding. And so as we look at Pickerington and the Pickerington area, we wanted to have staff there that could meet the needs of those we're serving in that area. Because again, folks are most successful when they're able to live, work, and play in their own community.
Right.
And so we want to have folks close to those in Pickerington. And then you talked about the Opportunity Center, which is on Coonpath Road in Carroll.
Right.
And that's our sheltered workshop, which a lot of really unique things that aren't typical of a sheltered workshop happen at that location. And just to see over the last 3 years that I've been here, how things have changed in our field and how things continue to evolve from where we were in the 50s, which was not at all pretty, with institutionalization and things like that, to where we are today with a real focus on community inclusion, community engagement. It's really a phenomenal thing to have been a part of, and I've only been a small part of it. Our superintendent, John Picard, talked about back in the 80s some of his struggles when he was in the middle of his career in some group homes, for example, and some communities that just outrightly rejected things like that. And we've come a long way, and things are definitely improved. The other place that we haven't talked about is our Discover You out at River Valley Mall. We also have an option at Fairfield Medical Center where we have a number of students. And that doesn't count the more than 60 businesses that employ folks across our county and even outside the county. We have folks who work in Franklin County, for example. And so for us, everything that we do is about helping individuals find their place in the community. And for us, we wouldn't be able to do a quarter of what we get done without the community partnerships that we have. They're vital to our success.
Sure. Well, certainly a lot of great things happening with Fairfield DD, and this is DD Awareness Month, and one of the big things that you guys have this month is your celebration of possibilities. And I got to tell you, I've attended this multiple years. What a great community event, and an opportunity to recognize those folks that are working with individuals with developmental disabilities. This is just a great event. Let's tell the audience a little bit about what this event's all about, Dave.
Yeah, so 7th annual celebration of possibilities, and when I was downtown doing Destination Downtown stuff, I started attending the event before I was even a staff member here, and it's just a phenomenal community event, like you said. And what we do is it's at 6 o'clock. On Thursday, March 26th, and it is at the Crossroads Event Center here in town. And Table 1, right across the street from us here, will be catering, so we're excited to have JM and his crew out to cater a great sit-down dinner at 6.
Sure.
And then the show begins at 7. And so at 7 p.m., we'll do just what you said. We will honor businesses and individuals, folks that we serve, and some of our staff members with awards for their work in helping us achieve our mission this past year. And then as we move through the evening, after the awards, we have some entertainment. Kelly Vaughn, who plays down here regularly at Art and Clay Square 7 on Friday nights, will be out to perform. We have a nationally known comedian and motivational speaker named Kathy Buckley who will be there. So tickets are currently on sale. They're $25 each, and what I'll tell you is there aren't many left. This event sells out every year, and we'd encourage folks to check out fairfielddd.com to find more information about how to get their tickets.
Absolutely. Well, it's a fantastic event. Now, can I be assured that you and Mr. Picard, the superintendent, will not be dancing this year?
You cannot be assured of that. What I will say is there's always a big grand finale. It is a secret. Our theme this year is living the good life, bang your drum. And so while we can't reveal what the surprise grand finale is, it's worth the price of admission in and of itself. And so we'd encourage folks to come and be a part. We'll stream it online, as lots of folks are doing those kind of things nowadays. So if you can come, we'd love to have you. It really is, the way I describe it, it's an emotional roller coaster that evening. As you hear some of these stories of folks who are working with those that we serve, as you hear some of the stories of those we serve, and how they are contributing to the community. I mean, it's just an unbelievable night. Kathy Buckley is a great motivational speaker. She has an interesting life story, and she happens to be deaf, and so she's going to talk to us a little bit about her life story and experience. And it's a phenomenal night. So again, fairfielddd.com for all the info.
Excellent. Well, we're looking forward to it, and I look forward to joining you that evening. Let's get back to talking a little bit about Art and Clay and Square 7. We talk about this as a wonderful addition, and not so much an addition, but that you continued a tradition, if you will, of this business being here.
Right.
Maybe want to talk a little bit about the story of Art and Clay and how it came to be, and how Fairfield DD became to be kind of the curators, if you will, of this building.
Yeah, well, 5 years ago, we took over and purchased Art and Clay on Main, and so this summer's our 5-year anniversary. We're going to have a big bash. It's going to be great right around festival time. But 5 years ago, the then owner was closing down shop, and was just ready to move on to something else. They were going to auction everything off, and our superintendent had heard about it, and within a period of about 10 days, we had gotten in contact with her, had gone through the process, purchased the business, and here we are today. So Art and Clay is a paint-your-own ceramics. We do glass fusion. You can throw clay here. We have classes and special events. There's a ton of stuff that happens at 150 West Main, and that's a little bit of what happens here at Art and Clay. But 5 years, and we've seen some phenomenal growth over the last couple of years. And we talk about business, and business statistics takes 3 to 5 years for a business to really start hitting their stride, and we're right about there. And we're really seeing some significant increases in customer counts and in revenues. And again, all that's important. But at the same time, we have 3 folks who we serve who work here, and then we have an internship program with 2 individuals at a time. And so as we look at Art and Clay Square 7, we were on the front end of revitalization in downtown. What was very likely going to be a business that was closing down in one of the nicest buildings in downtown with no potential use, we came along and said we weren't comfortable with that. And the reason why is because when we talk about bringing about a vibrant community, we can only be as successful as our community is vibrant.
Sure.
So we believe we play a role in that. And we're not saying that the revitalization has happened because of us, but we've played a part in the overall process. And we're really proud of that. And in fact, so proud that we're getting the opportunity to present at the National Main Street Conference in April in Atlanta, Georgia, to tell the art and clay story and to really encourage downtown developers to think outside of the box with regard to developing community partnerships. Because 5 years ago, I don't know that you would have come knocking on our door, or that Mike Pettit or any of the economic development officials would have said, let's see if Fairfield DD wants to do something. But now that happens regularly. And it's because of our foray into art and clay. And then Square 7, so it'll be our 2-year anniversary at Square 7 Coffee House this summer. And again, we're seeing some considerable growth there. We can cater your event. You can host your event here. We have sandwiches and baked goods. We have some now select candies and chocolates, as well as specialty coffee beverage. So, anything you want, we can do here for you at Square 7. And again, it's just an opportunity for us to help bring about a vibrant community. And we do that by saying things like, about every other Friday or so, we have entertainment down here on Friday nights, 6 to 10 p.m. And, so especially in the warmer weather months, as we pipe music outside, we watch people walking across from the restaurants and coming in here to check out what's going on. People who may not have ever been in here before. And so for us, it's just a great opportunity. We want this to be a local hangout for everybody. Sure. And then that's what it's becoming. So it's very, very cool.
Good. Well, I know we want to take a little a walk around the shop here. We're going to go check out the coffee bar. Sure. And maybe go back and look at the kiln where you guys fire up the clay and pottery and stuff that people paint. So why don't we make our way to the back of the store?
Excellent. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Hi, welcome back to the show. We're here again with David Uhl with Fairfield DD. He's the Business Development Director. And we're behind the coffee bar here at Square 7. And David, let's talk a little bit about what we do here. I see all kinds of delicious flavorings and things for coffee, but this is full service coffee bar here.
Full service, yeah, down at 150 West Main, which is where we're at here, Art and Clay on Main and Square 7 Coffee House. We can really do whatever you're looking for. So whatever specialty beverage you might be looking for, or just your regular drip coffee, we have 3 or 4 different types of that. We are getting ready to celebrate our 2-year anniversary, and 2 years ago, this didn't exist here. We put this in, and we partnered with Stoff's, which is Cup of Joe coffee, and these folks have been really helpful in us getting started in learning the coffee business and learning about coffee in general and how to do it. Right. And so we started this, and as you said here, we've got all the stuff, so you can pretty much do any kind of espresso-based drink that you'd like. We also have sandwiches, and so we source all of our stuff local from Bay Food Market. So we have like an unbelievable fried chicken sandwich with this this hot pepper jelly, which is phenomenal. We have chicken salad sandwiches. We have chips and candy. We just started our line of chocolates, and so for Easter, we have these peanut butter Easter eggs, which are phenomenal, and some chocolate-covered Rice Krispie treats, for example. One of the great things that people really like down here that we get a lot of comments on are our muffins. We have 3 or 4 different kinds of muffins that you can get, and they're very good. And so you can grab a coffee and muffin. Again, we can cater your event off-site. You can come down here, and we can take care of you. But this has been a great addition as we talk about a coffee house vibe and feel here in downtown, and as we talk about really what we're trying to do here, which is provide some opportunity for folks to work and to train.
Absolutely. And Stoff's Coffee, again, local roaster.
That's right.
I know when you guys were working on this, I actually made the little field trip to Columbus, check out their operations with you guys, and quite an impressive operation. They roast right there in Columbus. So it's fresh coffee, folks, right here in downtown Lancaster.
It's custom roast just for us. It's roasted when we order it. And so it's a great partnership that we have with the Stoff's folks.
Absolutely. Now we're here, and we've got Chase, and he's going to show us how we might make one of these delicious coffee drinks here, specialty drinks.
Yep. So he's pulling the espresso shot right now, fresh espresso shot being pulled. You take that thing and you tamp that down, it really is a process. There really is an art to this, and so it's not just sticking some coffee in a cup with some flavoring. Once he gets that to where it's supposed to be, he hooks that job up there, hits the button, and in just a couple seconds, you get fresh, hot espresso rolling into those 2 shot glasses. From there, now I'm a fan of the salted caramel latte. So he's making me a salted caramel latte right now. So the caramel goes in. And as those espresso shots pool, he adds in a little bit of milk. So he's going to steam the milk here. This is a hot drink. So he's going to drop that in. We have the steam on here. This little machine that we have, not inexpensive. These things are pretty serious. And so again, this isn't just a fly by the seat of your pants sort of operation. We've invested a lot of time and money. So you can hear it now. He's in there steaming the milk. This has to get to a certain temperature in order for it to be the way it's supposed to be with regards to the drink. Once that's done, he drops the espresso in the cup, drops the milk. Chase has been working on his artistic foam, so let's see what he ends up with here on the top of the cup. Not to put any pressure on him. He's pretty excited about doing this anyway. Yeah, you can tell.
I think we're putting some pressure on him regardless of whether he wanted it or not, David.
I think that's right. So as he finishes up here and gets the milk up to temperature, he is doing everything right, likely because I'm standing behind him right now. You saw he cleaned off the steam wand immediately. That way no milk gets stuck on there as it cools down. Throws a little bit of salt in here. What does he got there? He's mixing it up because it's a salted caramel latte. So again, this is an example of, I can't imagine how many handcrafted drinks we have down here. And we can pretty much do any combination. So as many things as you see up there, multiply that by the number of things there, and that would be the exponential type of drinks, number of drinks that we can make. And so from all your favorites like mochas to, we have right now what called grasshopper. So it's like a mint chocolate sort of mocha for March. And there goes Chase finishing it up. We'll see what he made on top there. You didn't make anything? Oh, man.
Looks pretty good, though.
It doesn't foam very well.
It doesn't foam very well. And so there you are. That's how a handcrafted drink gets made here at Square 7. And again, for us, I think one of the things that we're not fast food coffee, right? And so you saw the process. It takes 2 or 3 minutes. And so if there's a couple people in line, it is the true coffee house experience like you see on TV with people stacked up. It isn't something that happens fast, but it certainly is worth the wait when you get that handcrafted drink.
Awesome. Well, I'll tell you what, I know we want to go look at some of the art studios and the kiln. Chase, nice work. Thanks for being on the show.
Very cool.
Let's head over there, David.
All right.
Hi, welcome to the Young Professionals Spotlight segment, brought to you by Cryo Communication. We're here in downtown Lancaster at Art and Clay. And special guest today, a young professional here in town, Justin Johnson, Managing Director, Lancaster Corral. And you've been on the job for how long now?
Since about August, so 6 months.
Okay, about 6 months. And of course, Lancaster Corral shares office space with the Chamber of Commerce. So we're glad to get to see Justin on a regular basis. Justin, how did you end up working as the Managing Director for the Corral?
Sure. So I just finished a degree in arts entrepreneurship at Ohio State, and just as I was finishing, got word that Lancaster Corral was looking for somebody. So I knew about the ensemble, knew it was a great group, and just jumped at the opportunity.
Perfect. Now, the Lancaster Corral's been around for quite some time and had a lot of success over the years, a lot of great volunteers, a lot of great people. Like Mr. Trocchio, I call him Mr. Trocchio because I had him in school, running that organization.
Everybody calls him Mr. Trocchio.
Yeah, absolutely. But tell us a little bit about what the managing director does for the Lancaster Corral.
Sure. So Bob is the guy at the front of the stage, and I'm the guy at the back of the stage. So he and I work together a lot to make sure these concerts get going, get off the ground. When I'm in the office, I'm doing everything from designing the posters and the marketing materials, writing the grants, and also sending out emails, sending out mails, making the photocopies. I do a little bit of everything.
Right. Typical nonprofit organization.
Yeah.
I can attest to that.
Right. Yeah, I'm the guy. If Bob needs something done, I'm the guy that gets it done.
Good deal. Now, where are you originally from, Justin?
I'm from upstate New York. I'm from a small town in upstate New York. I've lived in Columbus for about 10 years.
Okay.
Moved around a little bit in between, but yeah, I'm back in Columbus and love Central Ohio.
Perfect. Now you reside in Columbus. Tell us a
Yep.
little bit about your family life.
Yeah, I live in Clintonville. Recently married. My wife is a bassoonist, and she teaches at Otterbein. We don't have any kids, but we have a small dog and a small cat, and we like it just fine that way. It's like having 2 kids.
Absolutely. Now I know just in conversation you're involved in music outside of the job as well. Tell us a little bit about some of the things you like to do after hours or some of the things you're involved in.
Yeah, sure. So I'm a performing musician too. I take gigs on the weekends when I can. I like hanging out at home. I'm a total Netflix addict. Every Sunday I got to catch my Walking Dead every night. So I like to just hang loose.
Yep, absolutely. Well, Justin, it's been a pleasure kind of getting to know you here on the Young Professional Spotlight segment. We'll see you back in the office probably tomorrow or the next day, right?
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks for being on.
Yep.
As a company of young professionals, Cryo Communications is proud to sponsor this segment. We specialize in helping businesses and organizations get the right message to the right audience, at the right time, and in the right way. To learn more about Cryo Communications and how they can help you with your communication needs, visit them at cryocommunications.com.
The Frank E. Smith Funeral Home and Crematory in Lancaster and the Johnson Smith Funeral Home in Baltimore have a long and wonderful history of serving our community. Feel free to give us a call at 740-653-0652. Stop in and see us at either of our 2 locations, 405 North Columbus Street in Lancaster or 207 South Main Street in Baltimore. Respect for tradition, regard for change.
Business Forward Ribbon Cuttings is brought to you by the Frank E. Smith Funeral Home. Respect for tradition, regard for change. Locations in Lancaster and Baltimore. Visit them at their website at funeralhome.com.
Hi, I'm Travis Markwood with the Lancaster Fairfield County Chamber of Commerce, and today we want to talk about an exciting new program that the Chamber of Commerce is bringing not only for its members, but to businesses throughout Lancaster and Fairfield County. The Chamber of Commerce has embarked on a program called the Business Resource Center, in which we're trying to provide a centralized location for our businesses to get information on how to run their business, how to start up a business. We really feel like we can bring together all of our resources throughout the Chamber of Commerce and provide a great opportunity for our members to walk into our office and really get an A to Z, if you will, experience in terms of how to run their business. And as part of that, we are really happy to introduce here coming up in March what we're calling our Small Business University. And Small Business University will be a partnership with Action Coach, and I'm here today with Heather Yates. She works for Action Coach, and they're going to be our training partner for this program, which will be a six-month endeavor for any member or business that's interested. But this is going to be a pretty extensive training program that will provide some tools that the folks that participate are going to be able to take back to their businesses and really put to use. Mm-hmm. Heather, do you want to explain a little bit about what we're trying to do here?
Yeah, we're really excited about partnering with the Chamber and providing education to our business owners and our leaders within Central Ohio. And the program, like you said, is it takes about 12 sessions, so it lasts over 6 months. Participants meet for 2 hours twice a month, and it's really focused on business re-education.
Right.
So we all learn the basics about business and running a business, and some of our business owners have not had that opportunity.
Sure.
So re-education means truly focusing on key strategies that will help them grow and manage their business.
Absolutely. I know working for the Chamber of Commerce, we run into individuals in small mom and pop shops all the time. These folks are excellent at building the widget that they build or providing the service that they provide, but there's not enough time in the day sometimes to focus enough on whether it be my financial books or my business plan or my 2-year plan or my marketing. So all those are things that are going to be incorporated into this program to give them some tools and skills to help them do that, right?
Yeah, and what's exciting about this program is that, you go to class and you learn something, and then you go back to the day-to-day of your business to try to make it happen.
Right.
So what's unique about this Small Business University is that we're going to learn the strategies, but during the program and during the class, you're going to be working on your business and working on executing it so that, you're not learning it, going back to your business, getting stuck in the day-to-day and not actually using what you learned.
Right. So it's easy to go to a training class and just learn theory and what I should be doing, but this is going to be the how-to, and literally you're going to be working as a group on these projects like a business plan and things like that.
Absolutely. And what's exciting is that you'll be with other business owners. So you can learn from each other. You can learn about opportunities that they have tried and strategies that they have tried and strategies that they've tried that didn't work.
Right, sure. Yeah,
so that
absolutely.
everybody can learn from each other.
Good, good. Now let's talk a little bit about Action Coach. This is a world renowned and recognized training organization. How about a little bit of facts about who we're partnering with here?
Yeah, so Action Coach is a worldwide organization. It is the #1 business coaching firm in the world. It is a franchise business. So I am a franchise owner.
Okay.
I'm a business owner. So that makes it even more unique because I don't teach anything that I don't apply myself as a business owner. It was founded by Bradley Sugars in Australia, an entrepreneur and just a wealth of knowledge throughout the organization that we can tap into.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you, we're really looking forward to this. We really believe this is going to be a true value to a lot of our members and a lot of businesses in our community. And that's what I'd like to make sure that the listening audience understands. This is definitely for Chamber of Commerce members, but if you're a small business watching this today and it's something that you think could help you in running your business, please give us a call at the Chamber of Commerce at 653-8251. And we'd be happy to give you more information. Again, we're going to kick off this program in mid-March, so call today and get some information. Heather, thanks for joining me today, and I look forward to partnering with you.
Thank you.
Hi, we're back here on Business Forward. Again, we're at Art and Clay in Square 7, downtown Lancaster. I'm with David Uhl, and we're here in the kiln room, correct? And this is so someone out front in the studio may paint something on ceramic or color something with ceramic. Lots to choose from, and then it has to be baked, right?
Well, that's right, yeah. So the process is customers come into the front of the store and they pick up a ceramic item like perhaps our little panda bear here, a teddy bear. And so, this is ready to be painted. We have every color glaze you can imagine up front in order to paint these things. And we not only have every color you can think of, but we have just about any kind of item you can think of. So right now, Easter time, the Easter eggs are a big thing for us. Gotcha. Easter eggs fly off the shelf. They're reasonably priced at $5.99, and so you come in, and as cool as it is, so we have, my daughter's 5, so we have at least 5 years of Easter eggs on the mantle. But as cool as it is to have those, it's about the experience. So I get to come down here with my daughter and spend some time painting these things, and that's the memory that you have in addition to so whether it be Christmas ornaments hanging on our tree, which a good 50% of, or I pretty much just turn my paycheck back over here at Art and Clay. And so, but it really is a very cool thing. And so you come, you grab whatever you want, again, seasonal things or just regular things like this, and you paint it. And so when it's all done, maybe it looks something like this guy. Yep. But this guy's already been glazed and fired, so you can see he's real smooth and glossy the way he's supposed to be. This is an example of something that hasn't been glazed yet. You can see it's kind of dull. It's kind of, not a whole bunch going on here with regard to the smoothness of it. So we have to dip this in a glaze and then fire it in the kiln. So if we look over at Teresa, she's got a couple things in her hand that have been painted that need to be glazed. So she's going to dump those here in the glaze. And again, this is somewhat of an artistic process. You have to make sure the entire piece is covered. The glaze is going to drip down over the rest of that, and as we dip those, you can see everything looks purple back here. Well, I was going to ask about that. People didn't paint all that purple. That's the color of the glaze, and so everything that gets painted gets dipped in this glaze. And then after it gets dipped and it's dried, then we have to take it over to the kiln. And we bake it in the kiln.
Right.
As we bake it in these things, and you can see there are a couple things in there already.
Uh-huh.
So these things heat up to, a lot of degrees Fahrenheit.
A lot of degrees,
That's
yeah.
a technical term. And then what happens is
Right.
that when they come out, they look finished. It's a
Okay.
finished product. So then we actually take this, we start to sand off some of the rough spots from maybe where it sat, and we get it ready for the customer to come pick back up. So you come, you paint it, you leave it, and about a week later it's finished, and you can come pick it back up and take it home, and you've then got not only the memory but the actual piece of art as well. And so it's an interesting process. A lot of folks, I don't think, know what happened once they leave their piece of art and walk out, and then they know they come back and pick it up. But this is how it works. And so these kilns run a couple days a week. We load these things up as best we can. And again, it is a bit of an art and a science. And so too hot, everything melts, not good. Not hot enough, then the glaze doesn't turn out as bright as we want it to.
Gotcha.
So we really do have a well-trained staff down here who know. I mean, if I got left down here by myself, it'd be ugly. So
Gotcha.
we're very thankful for the number of folks that we have down here who know what they're doing, like Teresa.
Yes.
And again, every single piece goes through this process.
Excellent.
Hundreds of pieces a week come through.
Excellent. Well, I tell you what, just great operations down here. Thanks to Fairfield DD for not only what they do to the community, but also to serve, the individuals that you do serve. David, it's been a pleasure, meeting with you today and letting the audience see you, learn a little bit more about Fairfield DD.
Well, thank you. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Well, that's just about wraps up our show here, folks. Again, you've been watching Business Forward, and that is a partnership with Interface Video and the Chamber of Commerce. Until next time.